It was years ago in a small town in Mississippi called Tylertown when a little girl named Ruby Bridges was born.
Her family was very poor and they had to work really hard to survive.
My life has been really hard. We had to do everything to support our family. I went to bed some nights hungry because we didn't have enough food to eat. But when my dad lost his job, things got worse and we've ended up moving.
Where did you move to, Ruby?
New Orleans, and then both of my parents got jobs.
What was so bad about it, Ruby?
When I first started at the white school, people were not very happy.
What happened?
We don't want our white children going to school with a black girl. Go away, you don't belong here. As Ruby walked into school every morning, she always had people screaming and yelling at her. She never said anything to the crowd. She just held her head high and walked right past them.
She would be driven to school, then the marshals walked into the building with her. They were sent there by the president to protect her from the angry mob.
When Ruby got into school, she was the only one there, other than Mrs. Henry, her new teacher. She didn't have anyone to play with at recess or eat lunch with.
How are you doing, Ruby? Are you afraid?
No, Mrs. Henry, I'm doing just fine. I'm ready to learn.
Mrs. Henry was very nervous for Ruby and wondered how much longer she would want to stay in school.
A couple days later, when I was walking to school, I stopped near the crowd. People were yelling loudly at me. Many people were nervous for me, especially Miss Henry.
Go away, you don't belong here.
Go away! Go away!
Out there, Ruby. I was so scared for you. It looked as if you were talking to them.
I wasn't talking, I was praying.
Praying?
Yes, I usually stop earlier, but I forgot to today. I was just praying for them. I know they're saying all these bad things about me, but I just want God to forgive them.
Yes, I did. There were so many tough times, but I was able to work through them. Most importantly, I was able to go to any school, no matter it was for white or black children. Education is very important. I am very glad that I had the education for the freedom that let me get the education and a better school.
Thank you, Ruby. What you did back then makes our schools today better places for everyone. Maybe you didn't know it then, but you were very, very brave.